All right, so today we're going to be finishing up our unit on the Nisqually Delta Wildlife Refuge. And I know we've been working a lot with this lately. The past 2 weeks have been really fun and we've learned a lot of new information. And actually last week we went on a field trip to the Nisqually Wildlife Refuge and we saw a lot of new and fun things. And we got to see a lot of the habitats they live in, the different animals that live in the habitats, and I thought it was a really good day. So can anybody tell me some different things that we saw in the wildlife refuge? Yeah.
We saw a lot of birds and like they were like flying around from trees and stuff.
Yeah, and the trees are their what? Their habitat, right?
Yeah, they're home.
Yeah, their home. Habitat home. Awesome. So we're gonna go over a little review before we start our activity. So I'd just like to go over habitat. Without looking, can anybody give a definition of a habitat?
Habitat like a home.
Yeah, that's right. The habitat is the natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other organism. And then another one that we've been going over a lot that's really important is a wetland. And we actually saw lots of that when we went to visit the Nisqually Wildlife Refuge. And that is.
It's kind of like where it's like wet and there's grass and stuff, and like you step in it, it looks like grass, but it's wet.
Yeah. Mushy kind of, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so wetlands, land consisting of marshes or swamps. And like I said, we got to see a lot of that on our field trip, which was really cool. All right, so we're going to go over the learning target really quick. So the learning target is I will be able to create my own wetland on construction paper and include 5 different habitats that the Nisqually Delta Wildlife Refuge provides. So can you say that with me?
I will be able to create my own wetland on construction paper and include 5 different habitats that the Nisqually Delta Wildlife Refuge provides.
Awesome. So before we do that, I just like to give a couple review questions that will really help you out on this project. So the first one is I'm going to ask you a true or false question. You're going to give me what you think best suits the answer. So habitat is one of the 3 major important benefits of Nisqually Wildlife Refuge. Do you think that's true?
I would say true, not false, because it is important.
It is important. Very good job. All right, the next one is, what is one part of a wetland? And this will help you today on your activity, actually. So we've got A, valley, B, stream, C, river, or D, ocean.
Is it a valley?
It is actually a stream.
Oh, okay.
But that is very close. That's okay. Valleys are kind of similar to one other thing that we learned, which are prairies. So that's maybe what you're getting it mixed up with.
Yeah.
All right. And the last question that we're going to go over is, what animal is not a part of the Nisqually Wildlife Refuge? So we've got salmon, coyote, mink, or black bear.
Black bear.
Black bear. Awesome. All right. So now we're going to discuss some of the different habitats that are in the wildlife refuge. And a lot of these we actually did get to see. So we've got streams, ponds, trees, wetlands, prairies, shrubs, structures, and fallen trees. And I just kind of want to go over the fallen trees because it sounds kind of weird, but I'm not sure if you guys remember that we saw a lot of, older trees that were fallen and animals were living in the logs. So that's
and like beavers.
Beavers. Yeah, we saw a beaver, which was actually they were building a beaver dam. So that was really cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hand this out to you, and this is what you're gonna do. There's 5 different sections, and you're gonna use 5 different habitats and draw them as you think are suitable for each habitat. And I'm gonna be coming around and asking you questions about them and seeing if you can answer some of the different animals that live in them. And I know you guys will all do really good because we actually got to see the animals. And I also have this for you to refer to, the different habitats. So it's just up to you to draw in the different habitats and some animals that you think are fit or suitable for each habitat.
Okay.
And I also have different materials that you can use. And I'll just be walking around watching you guys do this. So on label 1, it looks like you're drawing a tree. That's awesome. That's one of the habitats we went over. What are some animals that live in the first bubble with the tree that you drew?
There are like birds and stuff and bugs.
Yeah, birds and bugs.
Yeah.
What about in that one? What are you drawing in that?
This one's like it's going to be like just grass.
Grass?
And stuff, like no trees.
No trees? So maybe a prairie, is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, yeah. This one. We have some tall grass.
Tall grass. So in box or circle 4, is that a stream I see that you're drawing?
It's kind of like a pond.
Pond?
But like there's grass in it and stuff, so things like go in the grass and then out into the water.
What kind of animals do you think live in there?
I would probably say like a duck.
Duck, yeah. Awesome. I think we saw a couple ducks on our field trip.
Yeah. This one maybe like they're not a bear.
A deer?
A deer, yeah.
Yeah, a deer. Good job. All right, and you got 2 more. You need some help brainstorming? So you did trees, a prairie, pond, maybe some fallen trees you want to do?
Oh yeah, like a bunch of sticks right here.
Yeah.
And a beaver.
A beaver, yeah, we did see a beaver. That's awesome.
In the last one, I'm going to put, there's like, I'm going to probably say that there's like shrubs and stuff.
Yeah, lots of shrubs.
Shrubs, and then in the shrubs, I don't know what lives in the shrubs.
A lot of like little animals live in the shrubs. Just like animals that live on the ground, maybe like minks and
like any.
Maybe coyotes. They don't live in there, but they're around the shrubs a lot.
Okay.
We actually didn't see many animals. Yeah, rabbits. Just more animals that use the shrubs more for shelter.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Well, that's a really good job. Great job with your 5 different habitats.
Okay.
All right, so I'm really happy with that, you guys. You did a really good job showing that you know 5 different habitats and some of the different animals that live in it, and that's really important. So what we're actually going to be doing tomorrow is you're going to be creating this on a big poster with a partner, and you're going to be able to put it out into the hallway for all of your peers and other teachers to see what you guys did. So now we're going to go over the exit slip, and I'm going to read over the questions with you. So number 1 is, I can create my own wetland and name 5 different habitats that are in the Nisqually Wildlife Refuge. And I'd really appreciate it if you could answer this honestly, because it's really important to me that I know how I did teaching you guys. So just circle yes or no. And if no, it'd be great if you could tell me what you need help with or what I need to do a better job of doing. And number 2 is name 2 animals and their proper habitat. And this should be a piece of cake for you because you already did this on your activity. And if you'd like, you can draw out the animals if you don't feel comfortable just writing them, no problem. And number 3, one thing that stuck out to me and was the most important was, and then you are free to tell me what you think the most important thing is. And that's really important for me because I want to see what you took away from this project. And when you're done with that, you can share it with your elbow partner. Right. So I think that covers or wraps up our lesson. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be doing some final touches on your poster. And if anybody has any questions, just let me know.